Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable for all invited speaker for this e-conference and for my promoters who can join to this e-conference. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to be here and I'm so happy to be sharing it with all of you. For those who don't know me, my name is Jackie Irawan. I'm student in Biotechnology and Plant Breeding Program IPB University. I'd like to talk to you today about one part of my research. The title is Shallot, Allium cepa, haploid breeding for sustainable production, Callus Induction from Shallot anther tissues. Shallot is an essential crop in Indonesia, one of superior commodities that has been cultivated by farmers intensively. And the shallot is an important commodity in determining Indonesian national economy that contributes in inflation, especially in rainy seasons. We know that 2 months ago, the shallot got a high price. The production of shallot should be continuously by assembling new varieties which have superior properties like disease resistance, high productions, and etc. So we got some problem in breeding shallots like elders limitations, heterozygous genetic properties, and problem in the flowering of shallots. So to solve that problem, we think that haploid culture with anther culture to grow the haploid plant and to obtain homozygous plant rapidly. Double haploid or dihaploid is very useful for breeding program. Anther culture, there is how to grow anther in the basal medium with a tissue culture technique. We can got plant homozygous rapidly, maybe 3 or 4 years to get a homozygous plant. But with a conventional method breeding program, you can see the table in the right side. There is a percentage of homozygosity and number of self-pollination needed to obtain inbreed lines. We must got 8 seasons or generating planting 5 7 or 5 8 to harvesting to got homozygosity 99.22%. I think it's use much time to got a homozygous plant, but with haploid culture, we can reduce the time to got homozygous plant. The purpose of research, the first is knowing the information about microspore development in shallots and the best space of microspore that's suitable for Callus induction. And the second is to get the best basal medium and plant growth regulator formula that's suitable for anther Callus in shallots. For material and method, the preparation of donor plants, I plant the shallots in experimental field of IPB University Pasir Sarungi in Cianjur district. I use Bima brabus varieties, and the sample of this research is inflorescence, or we can say umbel, presents at 3 days after plant. The umbels with 2 weeks old, you can see the figure one, harvest and flower buds was broken into two sizes. You can see the figure one on B. There is a small size, medium size, and large size. The calculation, the number and development of microspore for the length of the anther was measured using image software. To calculation to calculation of the number of microspore was done manually using hand counter, and I use a microscope with 10 enlargement and iodine 1% stain solution. The development phase of the microspore observed in the form of uninucleate phase, early, middle, late, and binucleate. For in vitro medium preparations, for the Callus induction medium, I use 4 basal medium, MS medium, N6 medium, BDS or Dunstan and Short medium, and B5 or Gamborg medium. But I use different of Prendel regulator and sucrose. For the regeneration mediums, I use Murray 6 and scope medium with different supplements of plain grow regulator. You can see in my slide. Induction of Callus on various basic in vitro medium. This experiment used completely random design with two factors. The first factor is size of flower bud, and the second factor is a composition of medium. For the Callus regenerations, I use completely randomized design with one factor. This is medium as a factor. For data analysis, all observation data evaluated using analysis of variance or ANOVA in our program. For the significant difference between means, we compare using a DMRT. This is the result of my research. The first is length of anther and number of microspores. You can see in the table 1, anther length and number of microspore. The different size of flower, the different size of flower uh, show that the different number of microspore. There is a significant difference between small to large or medium to large. For the small flower size, the number of microspores is 1000, and for the large flower size, the number of microspores there is 4000 of microspore. This is the figure 2. You can see the difference of microspore pace. For the A, there is anther from small flower buds. You can see the tetrad pace. And the B, there is from medium flower bud and microspore in bicellular phase. And the C, there is anther of a large flower bud and microspores bicellular phase. For Callus inductions, you can see table 2. There is a presentation of Callus, Callus form and color of Callus. Uh, there is a significant difference between the flower size. You can see the large flower size can form Callus in a high number of Callus. You can see the 4.44. There is a high values of Callus form. And C1 or Murasic and Skook medium, it is very useful and very responsive to form the colors from anther. You can see the figure 3 colors which are formed from anther show the difference in shape and color of colors. For the Callus regeneration, there is no significant difference between medium R1, R2, or R3. But you can see that in the figure 4, there is difference of Callus regeneration medium. In the A figure is the Callus in R medium. B, there is a Callus in R2 medium, and C, there is a Callus in R3 medium. So I'd like to conclude today's presentations by summarizing the information to end today's presentation. For the first, there is the different size of anther also show the difference in development of microspore. The anther with medium and large size of flowers contain a majority of bicellular or binucleate symmetrical microspores, while the anther in small size of flower bud mostly tetrad microspore phase. Anther from large flower bud has the ability to form a high callus than anther from medium and small sized flower bud. Murasic and Skook medium or C1 medium in this research supplement with 3 milligrams benzyl aminopurine and 3 milligrams naphthalene acetic acid with 30 grams sucrose was the best medium for inducing Callus anther on Shallot. I want to say acknowledgement. All authors are grateful to Minister of Education and Culture Indonesia for providing a research grant of this study through Beasiswa Pendidikan Pasca Sarjana Dalam Negeri or BPPDN. Okay, thank you very much for your attentions. I will address as many as I can in the time we have today for your questions. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.